Look up the late, great Pat Martino. His life story is so very inspiring. And the one thing that really stuck with me, he said it's like walking through the floors of a house. In this case, the C sharp or the D flat house. Now, we want to woodshed each of the floors of the house. We want to woodshed each of the keys that make up the different houses that are the fretboard of the guitar. So in this case, the C sharp. So let's look at the different things we can woodshed to make ourselves learn the fretboard better. One of them is the diatonic scale. Okay, we know the major scale. Learn it in every floor of the house. Right? And play with it. Play with it, have fun with it. Now, also, there are the modes of that scale. And we know what the modes are. I don't play like my Aunt Lucy. Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, Locrian. Okay, the 7 scale tones, the 7 modes of the house. Now, practice your scale and those modes, not just up here. Practice it in the one floor of that house. So 1, 2 would be E flat in this case, or D sharp, which would be right here. 2, three would be F or E sharp. Lydian. 5, Mixolydian, in this case G sharp or an E flat. Then 6, Aeolian. Then Locrian, with half diminish or diminish. And then you're back to 1. Okay, practice that in every floor of the house. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and practice those scales. Think around with those scales and those chords at every floor of the house. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and back to 1. Do it in every floor of the house and practice those scales through there. Practice your 3 and 4 chord arpeggios of those modal chords at every floor of the house. Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, Locrian, practice those 3 and 4 note arpeggios of those modal scales in every floor of the house. every floor. Okay? Practice it in every floor of the house. Also, practice walking parts of those chords. Okay, there's a 3-note chord. Walk those, modal scale up. Right? So you take parts of those chords, those major chords, and learn to walk them down and up, right? There's lots of things to practice. So you've got the scales, you've got the arpeggios, you have the modal chord scale, and walk those modal chords up and down the neck. And not just that, key, right? Now you gotta use your circle of fifths and go to the next key and practice that one the same way. So in this case, we would go to the F sharp or the G flat. And so practice. This is great woodshedding. Your scales, your arpeggios, your modal chords in each floor of the house, in every single key. It's huge, but it's also something that once you get, you're going to know where your fingers are. You're going to know where those chords exist. You're going to know where the root, 3rd, 5th, 7th, 9th, 6th, 13th, flat 5, flat, sharp 5, flat 9, sharp 9. You're going to know where those notes are. And it's going to really help you learn the fretboard.